Finally, the group stage of Euro 2020 has come to an end. Some of our predictions were correct, while some weren't. Now it's time to move on to the further rounds. This is the witness, and you are witnessing the knockout predictions for Euro 2020.
Belgium versus Portugal. This one is really tough to call, guys. On one hand, we have the defending champions in Portugal, while on the other, we have the golden generation of Belgium. Belgium will be slightly more confident coming into this game after a great group stage with 3 straight wins in a row. But Portugal survived the toughest group in the competition. On individual quality, you could argue that Belgium have a slightly better group, with Kevin De Bruyne and Lukaku coming in with goals. Eden Hazard is getting in his groove again. Thorgan Hazard and Tielemans is there as well. Portugal have a good team, but they haven't clicked yet. So I'm going to call Belgium winning this match and going to the quarterfinals.
Sweden versus Ukraine. This is one of the huge matches but is interesting. After Zlatan being ruled out due to an injury, questions were being asked on whether Sweden will perform well in this competition, and turns out they did. With 2 wins and 1 draw, they finished first in their group. While on the other hand, Ukraine put on a tough fight in Group C and somehow scraped through to the round of 16. But I think it's pretty clear that Sweden have an upper hand and will qualify to the next round.
Italy versus Austria. This one is really obvious. Austria had a decent group stage, managing 6 points out of a possible 9. But they are facing a team who haven't lost in 30 plus games and haven't conceded in over 1000 minutes. This should be an easy win for Italy.
England versus Germany. This game is one of the most complicated ones to predict. Considering the quality of the team, England did not really turn up during the group stages, while on the other hand, Germany had their ups and downs but showed what they are really made of. I expect Germany to continue this good form and qualify to the quarterfinals, but I wouldn't be surprised if England manages to stop them from doing so.
France versus Switzerland. France didn't have the fanciest starts to the tournament, but hey, they didn't start well in the World Cup either, and you know how that ended. Switzerland is decent, but they couldn't defeat Wales in the group stages, so expecting them to defeat France, which is a World Cup winning team, is asking too much. So France should qualify.
Netherlands versus Czech Republic. Even though the Dutch side finished at the top of the table, it was pretty clear that they struggled a little bit. On the contrary, we predicted Scotland to finish on the third place, but Czech Republic shocked us and maybe they could amaze us again. But I still think Netherlands will end up qualifying to the next round.
Croatia versus Spain. Both teams had a similar start to the tournament. 2 stale matches to begin with, but they turned up the style in the final group game, and now they are facing each other in the round of 16. Spain look a different unit with Busquets in it, like we saw against Slovakia. Croatia have shown before that they can turn it up in big matches, but they really look weak at the moment, so Spain should grab a narrow win and make it.
Wales versus Denmark. Wales did not really show up in the first game, but eventually did find their form in the next two. They were really good against a strong team like Italy as well, but still had to face defeat. After a tragic Christian Eriksen incident and the defeat in the first 2 games, it looked like Euro 2020 was over for Denmark. But with the desire to fight and a little luck, they qualified to the next round. Predicting this one is a little tricky, but I still think that Wales will continue in the tournament while Denmark will have to return back home.
Belgium versus Italy. This is a possible match of the tournament right here, guys. Both are very good going forward, and both have very good players in good form right now, like Lukaku and Locatelli. So predicting one of them to win is really harsh. But is it that harsh though? I mean, we're talking about a team who haven't lost since late 2018. Their defense is untouchable, they have the best midfield in the tournament, and their attack isn't that bad either. Italy is a clear favorite to win this tournament, so they should defeat Belgium and make it into the semi.
Germany versus Sweden. I think we all know that Germany is a better team here. It is always possible for miracles to take place in such huge tournaments, but I think Germany will win this one.
France versus Spain. France are the world champions, so predicting this one should be really easy. But believe me, it's not. Spain have a very promising side. They have a good blend of young players and experienced powerhouses. But France is way too good to be true. They have a midfield of N'Golo Kante and Paul Pogba, which is anybody's dream. Antoine Griezmann is in good form, Karim Benzema has started firing in goals, and Kylian Mbappe just turns up in these big matches. So France should get this win, but don't rule out Spain. I would not be surprised if they can pull this off.
Wales versus Netherlands. Wales could pull off a shocker just like they did back in 2016 by reaching the semis of this tournament. But Netherlands have a better team on paper. It is true that the Dutch are not really at their 100%, but they still have enough left in them to reach the next round.
Semi-finals. France versus Italy. If you had asked me the top two teams in this competition, I would definitely have said Italy and France. So watching one of those teams getting knocked out in the semi-finals itself is really sad. Some would say France will win this because they're the world champions and the clear favourites, but I'm going to pick Italy here. There's always a time in a team's journey where they look really unstoppable. This is Italy's time and this is their tournament to win. I could be wrong with this, but this Italy team is something really special and they will defeat France to reach the final.
Germany versus Netherlands. This face-off is a real deal. If my predictions go as planned, I think this is something no one really saw coming. This is going to be an intriguing one, but I'm going to bet on Germany again to reach the final of Euro 2020.
The final. Germany versus Italy.
Okay, so firstly, this Germany side is better than the 2014 World Cup winning Germany team, which literally trashed one of the best Brazilian teams to ever exist. So I think the quality this Germany side has, they have a real good chance of winning this tournament.
Come on, man. This Italy team is better than the Brazil team that Germany defeated.
Okay, so here's the thing. Germany was put into the group of death with France and Portugal, two of the teams which have real high possibility of winning this tournament. A lot of people said that Germany wouldn't even finish in the top two. But guess what? I said they will and they did.
True, but on their way, Italy defeated the world champions, the same team that defeated Germany earlier in the competition. So if they're good enough to defeat France, then they're good enough to defeat Germany as well.
So basically, finally all I can say is this is Joachim Löw's final tournament with Germany, a man who led them to World Cup glory. So I think if our predictions go as planned and Germany do qualify to the final of this tournament, they'll do anything possible to win this tournament.
Agreed, but the passion that the Italians show is almost unparalleled. They've turned a different tide since their World Cup mishap. They're stronger, faster, and hungrier than ever. It's no joke to remain unbeaten for 3 years. It's no joke to have 11 consecutive clean sheets. This Italian team is ready to win trophies, and they will defeat Germany to become the European champions.
And that is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. And if you think you witnessed something interesting today, do not forget to like, share, and let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, go hit that shiny red button. Until next time, this is The Witness signing off.